Man, we might
What
gotta
he
run
say?
it, man. He talking about 9:30, man.
Man,
9:30.
let's do the show, man. Let's go.
We're talking about you just gonna hop
Hey.
in and
Come on, Smoke, man. 9:30?
they say 9:30, man.
Watch this. He not gonna be on the show, but he gonna have every opinion about everything I'm saying on the show tonight. He gonna have some comments on Facebook about the show.
What was up? It's your boy Baker from Conflict of Sports.
Yeah, it's your boy Benoit checking the Conflict Sport.
It's boy Eazyana, man. Y'all know what it is. Conflict of Sports.
We got a special guest tonight, Duke Dog, Hub City Records. What's up, Duke?
Finally.
I'm here.
We're supposed to have a second guest. Yeah, we're supposed to have a second guest, Smoke. Push Smoke. We waiting on him, but we're going to get it kicked off without him. He jump in. We're going to run it. If not, we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about without him here.
Man, you going to take this L, man.
Tonight we're going to talk about...
Man, if Smoke don't hop on this tonight, man, you got to take the L to Duke, man. I don't want to hear that, man. Hey, all them debates on Facebook, and all that, man. Listen, man, we had too long.
Double
We've been
L.
waiting on this too long. You understand me? Too long, and we finally get it. And now you're busy. Smokey, my dog, yeah. Come on, man.
You see Double L, boy. I ain't hit Double L since Double L Records, cut.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, look, this is the perfect show for it to happen on because because most of the time when we debate, y'all be agreeing, y'all be on his side.
He tag us.
You know what I'm saying? So he got the advantage on this show.
No, man.
Hey, but Duke,
man.
all fairness, Duke. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong with me. I didn't hit both sides, Duke. Don't do me. Come on, Duke. I didn't hit both sides, Duke.
I'm only going by what I remember seeing on Facebook. Most of the time, I'm battling 4 people by myself, and sometimes them people wasn't even part of the conversation when we started.
Look.
Oh, there you go. Come on, Smoke. Come on, baby.
So tonight we're gonna have the topic. The first topic we're gonna run. Well, we can't. Well, I'm not gonna say it's the first topic because we can't run this without Smoke. But one of the topics for tonight was what was your first debate, if y'all can remember, Duke. You and Smoke. The second is for football. Who is the GOAT of the quarterback position? And once y'all pick your GOAT, depending on who y'all pick, if on record cheating, does that disqualify them from being a GOAT? Number 3, our third one will be the order of top 5 quarterbacks, no matter who you think is the top 5 quarterbacks in your specific order. And explanation on why you feel that quarterback deserved that position of what order you put him in. Number 4 is the top NBA players of all time, the top 5, and why. And last but not least, do you think the player deserves the same respect the teams get when it comes to a trade? Meaning, as everybody know, when a player say they want to trade, everybody kill them for it. But when a team say they about to trade a player publicly and a player don't know about it, nobody never hold a team accountable for that. And we'll get into deeper discussions on that subject when we get to it. So let's run it. We can't run that first one. So, what y'all want to start with the NBA? What y'all want to start with? Because most of these subjects was based off of Duke and Smoke. So what y'all want to run?
No, we can still run the first one because Duke can get his side of it.
All right. So Duke, as far as the debate, you remember when the first time you and Smoke really went bump head to head as far as what y'all thought about a certain aspect of a team or player, no matter whether it was NBA, NFL, or whatever college?
Well, for over the years, you know what I'm saying, I always go at it with a lot of people about the Saints, Smoke one of them, and mainly I would always go at it with Cupid about the Saints. most of the time. But what started me and Smoke rivalry, if y'all want to call it that, was this is how I remember it, because I don't remember ever getting into it with Smoke like we do now before this. So y'all remember the season the Saints got cheated, right?
Yeah.
Which one? Which one?
Right.
Wait.
The Saints Rams, like the most obvious one.
Yeah.
Right. That year.
Yeah, that's the way 2017.
The way that season started, if y'all remember, the Saints got beat up by the Tampa Bay Bucks. Ryan Fitzpatrick, first game of the season in the Dome. It was a high-scoring game on both sides, but they won, putting up 42 on our defense, all right? So Smoke makes a post, and he tagged me to it, talking about the Saints defense trash. I don't want to hear nothing about if y'all would have won that game against Minnesota, y'all would have won the Super Bowl because y'all would have beat the Eagles. Y'all remember that, right?
I remember
he made that post, and he tagged me to it. Going hard on our defense. Now, that was just the first game of the season. So he tagged me to that. I said, all right, cool. That's just one game. Just remember, we got a long season to play. Ever since that game, the Saints went on a 10-game winning streak. And what was I doing every week? Tagging Smoke. Hey, somebody tell Smoke the Saints won today.
I remember.
Last week he had a lot to say, and this week he not talking. So somebody tag him and ask him if he saw the game today, because the Saints won. Now that went on for week after week after week, because we just kept winning. So I know that was burning him up because he really couldn't say nothing. So it's like after that, because that became a huge thing. Like everybody was all into it. Everybody was waiting for me to tag Smoke every week. Like they even had other people tagging Smoke. Hey, Smoke, you saw the game? So people was kind of like, piggybacking off of what I did. So now that you got a huge response from that, anytime Smoke got a chance to do that to me, he gonna do it now. So that's where all the other debates start from, because we never was really debating about LeBron like that or nothing like that. That started off with the Saints, because y'all know Smoke always hating on the Saints. And most of the time when he hating on the Saints, I don't even really jump on his post. I only did that because he tagged me when we got beat up by Ryan Fitzpatrick, talking about our defense. And then from there, we went on a 10-game winning streak. So I'm going to tag you like you tagged me. So now it's like, that's all it is now. It's like, he probably got a different reason, but that's what I remember, because I never went at it with Smoke like that before that. So it had to be that started it. Now we doing the Saints, we doing Tom Brady, we doing LeBron, we doing the Lakers versus Pelicans. I never really wanted to debate with Smoke about none of that stuff, but that's what we doing now, because that's his way to get back at me. So it is what it is. So that's how I remember our rivalry starting, like that.
All right. So for the most part, and I can remember some of that too, because I was pretty much thrown in it too. I was tagged on it. I read up on it. I get a kick out of it. By that time, whenever that was rolling on, I was still working offshore. I was still working offshore. So I was looking at it and I was reading each one. I was like, all right. And I get a kick out of it or whatever. But for the most part, you have your valid points whenever it happened. And then he would have his valid points. It would be shine versus shine. But I do remember, and I say this honestly because I'm neutral in the situation, whenever Smoke got a valid reason, you would always reply to him and be like, what you're talking about, blah, 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 and throw facts. And he would have his factual agreements or opinions or however you want to say it, but he has some facts with that stuff. But when you winning and you throwing it or whatever, and I'm like, all right, the Saints won. I know Duke about to tag. I mean, wait, I know it's about to happen.
There you go.
Wow. I know it's about to happen. So I'm like, all right, I know Smoke about to tag Duke. So I'm like, bam, all right, he tagged me. So now I'm just chilling and waiting. I'm laughing at the whole thing because y'all go back and forth for ages. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Smoke?
Yeah. So look, Smoke,
what's up?
Question.
So look, we just asked Duke, and this how we running the show. Everybody, that's my boy Push Smoke, Push ENT. The first question for the night, and Duke already answered his. what was the first what was your first debate whenever you felt y'all had a disagreement for the first time? What you remember for that first time, Smoke?
Man, I don't remember.
You don't remember at all?
Was it something about LeBron or something?
Nah, Duke, from what Duke said, I'm gonna summarize it, and Duke correct
What
me
with
if I
Kevin Love
didn't
and
get
LeBron
right.
or something? LeBron?
It was whenever Duke said, whenever he what Duke remember was the Saints had lost and you had tagged him in it. So after you tagged him in it, the Saints went on like a 9 or 10 winning streak, and he tagged you.
I don't think that was the first one. I think it was
that you remember.
Yeah, I don't think it had nothing to do with the Saints. The first one, I think it was some.
So
I think it was some of LeBron, and then it went on to going to with the Saints or whatever. All right, I'm gonna tell you this: in the playoffs, what year it was when LeBron stuff in the playoffs? Because remember, I wasn't a LeBron fan. So
what year though?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
What LeBron? You talking about Miami LeBron?
No. I never started fucking with him till that playoffs in Cleveland when he made me a believer. So that's what I'm saying. I could go back.
2018.
So it had, and when did the Saints lose in the playoffs?
2018.
That's around the same year. To confirm what Duke said, exactly. Duke said the year the Saints lost to the Rams in the playoffs.
And was that the same year LeBron went to the finals with Cleveland?
Yes.
Well, yeah, then that's it. He right.
The same. That was the same year I said the East was so weak that the Cavs could have made it to the playoffs as the 8th seed without LeBron, and y'all took that and ran with that.
Okay.
So it was that. So then it started with LeBron then.
No, it started with the Saints because football season before basketball.
But I'm saying who the Saints lost to that year in the
We lost to Tampa Bay, and you was trying to talk trash.
No. Listen, who they lost to in the playoffs that year?
The Rams.
Yeah, then it was
the Rams.
Then that's what it was.
Yeah, but it started before that. It started that whole season because the first game of the season we lost to Ryan Fitzpatrick, and you was talking trash about our defense, and then we went on a 10-game winning streak. And I kept tagging you. Somebody tell.
All right, so let's get the party started, man. Like, let's get started. Like,
that's the first topic. We on it.
All right, let's get it started.
So y'all answers kind of summed up to around the same time.
Yeah. I don't know where it started, but that's what I'm saying. That's where. That's where
it makes sense.
Yeah, that's
all right. All right, so all right, so let's run it like this then. Since everybody agree up on the timeline and the story is similar, so we're gonna jump into the second subject since Smoke jumped in and it fits where we at. So we're gonna start with Duke because Duke was here first. So football wise, and we're gonna ask this question: run it how you run it, Duke. You gonna have 3 minutes, or however long you feel that you need. 3 minutes being a max.
Let me put my time on.
Can I butt in right quick?
Let me put my time on.
Yeah, run it.
Let's do something different. Let Smoke go first.
Come on.
Wait, we ain't gonna come.
All right.
No.
I don't want Smoke to piggyback.
We ain't gonna start that. Man, look. Man, you see I'm saying them kindergarten cop games, man. Come on, man. We ain't gonna start that, man. We not even the stuff, man. Listen,
look, he's scared to go first.
There's days to go.
Check him out. He's scared to go first.
Bro, listen, bro. You coming with a strategy. I came on here where I don't give a fuck. You coming with strategies. Bro, listen, bro. You coming with strategies, bro. That's why. Listen, bro. You coming with strategies, bro. Hey, listen. Dude,
wait. Time out.
Not about the topics today, my dog.
Look, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do.
No, this y'all show. Do what y'all gonna do. This y'all show. Listen, because that's the case. Let me control it then. Fuck.
Wait. First. Time out. Listen, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna write a number down.
We're gonna run it old school. If that's the case, I'm gonna go first. Look, I'm gonna go first. If that's the case, fuck all that. Look, you see with that strategy shit, I ain't with that. Y'all wrote me, y'all told me how we gonna do this. Now this nigga talking about let this and that, and then you talking about pick a number. We ain't picking no fucking number. Nigga, I'm gonna go first. If that's the case, I'm gonna go. You know what? Hey, listen.
Look, what you wanna do? You wanna go first?
I'm gonna go first since Duke.
All right, so listen. This is what it's gonna be, Smoke. Listen. You're gonna go first this time. We're gonna flip flop.
No, I can go first the whole time. Semantic stuff. I don't care. That's him with them strategies. That's some kindergarten cop shit, man. That's kindergarten cop shit, man. That's kindergarten cop shit. I'm gonna go first the whole time. See when he come back, let Smoke go first. See when they say let Smoke go first, you know where it's at with it. He just wanted the last talk. I would go fuck kindergarten cop shit.
Let me tell you why I said go first.
What?
Look, so look, just the question.
Every other show I'm on, I'm always going first, and then when the next
man,
person
this is a whole new show. I don't care about no every other show.
Wait, Smoke. I'm always going first, and then what end up happening is when it's your turn, you only commenting about what I said and not saying your own stuff. Say your own stuff first this time. So let's go.
Hey, what? I'm going to see what the fuck I feel. I'm going to talk real. You the one come talk about it.
So why you?
Let
so
Smoke
what you
go
mad
first.
about if you're going first?
Hey, I'm not mad. I'm saying you coming with these fake ass strategies. These dudes show, bro, and you coming with these stuff. Let me go first. Let's go. I'm going first. Let's go. Hey, listen. Let's go. I'm going first. Let's go. I'm going first. Let's go.
All right. So look, this is the question. All right.
And, well, hold up, big look.
Oh, come on, man.
Y'all each get 4 minutes.
Man, I don't care how long he got.
Hey, look,
you fuck how long he got. He go forever.
This is the question. Football-wise, who is the GOAT of football and why?
Stop playing, man. Tom Brady.
Run it.
Tom Brady.
And
Tom Brady. Now, fuck that. Tom Brady. Now let him go and let him answer why. Tom Brady. Now let him go.
You gotta tell me why.
I don't give a fuck why. You know why. The whole fucking world know why. Stop fucking playing. He don't fucking why. The fucking go. If you think, listen, and if you're fucking hard, you don't think Tom Brady a fucking go, you a fucking hater. You a fucking hater.
Explain why everybody hater.
Listen, in your heart, in your motherfucking heart right now, all of you motherfuckers, you tell me why the fuck he not a fucking goat. Well,
you gotta explain why he the goat, Smoke. We want to know
your reason why.
What's my fucking reason why? What's my reason why? What's my reason why? Why he the fucking goat? Because he's a listen. He can take. Listen, he does this year after year. We talk about Deflategate, all that bullshit. What year Deflategate was?
I don't have no year for it. Me, I don't have no year for it.
You don't have no year for it, right? So how much times back to back he's proven everybody wrong? He's proven everybody wrong back to back. We talk about he's in a weak ass division. Remember that? Everybody, the division is weak. Okay, it's cool. The division is weak. Okay, it's cool. When you get in the Super Bowl, who you play the NFC too? You play the NFC, right?
Right.
First year he comes to the other side. Hey, look, don't get it twisted. I thought he would do better in the regular season. You feel me? I thought he'd do better in the regular season. When it came time when they had to count for the playoffs, what the fuck happened? Now I'm not saying
5 years ago. The Deflategate was 5 years ago.
5 years ago. And how much time did he win it since 5 years?
You got a valid point.
So listen, so we could talk about Deflategate, but he proves to us what he did after. So all that Deflategate shit, like, that's throwing out, you can throw that shit out of the fucking window, my nigga. Like, but my biggest thing is this. It wasn't him that won it for Tampa, no. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he was in all them other years, it ain't just him. He has good defense. I'm not saying it's not like he's doing it by himself. Fuck no, he's not. But when you put him down and when you say, Joe Montana. Joe Montana went to the AFC Championship, whatever, right? Did Joe Montana end up winning the ring? Did he?
He got injured in the game, Smoke.
Did he win? What?
He got injured and he couldn't finish the game.
I don't give a fuck injured. This is sports. So we going by injuries? I don't give a fuck about no injuries. Nigga, get the fucking job. Wait, listen. I don't give a fuck.
That against him.
Man, listen. I don't give a fuck about no injuries. Because guess what? If you didn't get it done, you didn't fucking get it done. When Brady got injured.
That don't make no sense.
Listen. When Brady got fucking injured in New England and we ain't make the fucking playoffs, hey, look, niggas ain't have no fucking sympathy for me for that. But guess what? Niggas come back and bring up the Deflategate on me, though. They bring that shit on me. They bring the Deflategate, but they bring that on me. They bring that. But guess what? Let me tell you again. I'm going to say this. It wasn't just Brady when he wins it all the time. It's not just him. Hey, look, let me tell you something. In football, all the time, who always gets noticed? What player always gets noticed on the field? What positions?
Quarterback,
wide receiver. You never hear nobody talk about the fucking center saved the day. He snapped the ball to center. You never heard that shit before. So let's get it. Let's speak facts. The only time when you say a quarterback really stuff, Baltimore, the garbage ass quarterback, we know he ain't winning. We know he had nothing to do with the fucking victory. Or garbage ass quarterback in Baltimore when they won it with Baltimore Ravens. What the quarterback name was again with that fucking trash name? Huh?
Flacco?
Matt Flacco.
Yeah. We know that. You'll never hear niggas say that. You'll never hear niggas say that. Never. But guess what? Don't ever disrespect Tom Brady by saying
Tom
he didn't stuff.
So you running. So as far as GOAT, so we're gonna cut it right there. As far as
and he better say who's his fucking GOAT. And that's that. Y'all better check that shit. Cause that nigga GOAT. That nigga GOAT liable to be Matt Ryan fucking with y'all niggas, man. Trust that nigga, man, with GOATs, man.
So
that nigga GOAT. Man, GOAT out of true what he talking about, man.
You stamping Tom Brady.
Tom Brady fucking GOAT.
All right. So we're gonna stop it right there. So Smoke said Tom Brady, he played his case. Duke and Smoke, no interruption. Let Duke run it.
Man, I don't give a fuck about that, man. I don't give a fuck about all that, man. Hey, y'all better say who y'all think you
go, bro.
Dude,
I'll let you go. Don't interrupt me. I'll let you go. Don't interrupt me.
So run it, Duke. So as far as I'm gonna run the question again, who is your GOAT of football and why?
Man, my GOAT's still Montana. And I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, when the man make it to the big game, he get it done. Period. 4-0. Number two, the man did what he did in an era where the quarterback is not protected like they are now. And when it comes to somebody being protected, Tom Brady is the most protected quarterback in the league. And that's facts. We could start with the Tuck rule. We could start with the fact that he won 4 championships behind somebody doing something unfairly. You got Spygate, which was the first 3. Y'all looking at hand signals on the sideline. Y'all know what they're going to do before the play even run. Y'all got an unfair advantage. You won a championship 3 times behind that. I don't respect that. Y'all can give credit for that. I don't. That's my reason. Deflategate, even though it's as small as deflating the balls to your liking, there's a legal level to have the balls inflated. You had them at an illegal level, and you won some games behind that. You got caught by 2 teams doing that. The Ravens caught you and the Colts caught you. So you was doing that. You got the text messages of the guys that you was asking to do them for you, talking about it, that they have on record. These guys talking about deflating the balls for Tom Brady. Belichick didn't tell him to do them. Tom Brady asked him to do them. So the guy's a known cheater. You're never going to be the GOAT on my list, and you're a known factual cheater. Just not hating when I see that. That's facts. You can go look up everything I'm saying. It's going to be there for you to see. Now, the Deflategate year, that's the year that they won the Super Bowl where Pete Carroll hated on Marshawn Lynch at the goal line. We already know if Pete Carroll wasn't hating on Marshawn Lynch, because if he would have scored that touchdown, he would have been the MVP of the game. The Seahawks would have been the champions, not the Patriots. So whatever Tom Brady did in the game, that was going to be irrelevant if the Seahawks would have made that play. Malcolm Butler saved the day and made the play and secured a win for the Super Bowl that year. And Brady threw some Brady threw some interceptions in that game too. So at the end of the day, if they would have lost, everybody would have talked about how Brady threw interceptions and this and that. Cool. I give you that. They won the game. We're not going to say that they cheated for that game, even though that was the same year as Deflategate. The comeback, I give you that. That was a great comeback against the Falcons. That was a big choke job on the Falcons. I don't know how you lose 25 points in one quarter like that and then go to overtime and let the running back do that damage on you like that and win the game. But at the end of the day, I give y'all credit for that one. Brady got that. That's a nice comeback. The last Super Bowl before this one, Brady, you didn't do nothing in the game, bro. Julian Edelman is the MVP. Y'all won a Super Bowl 13-10, the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history of the NFL with 2 field goals and a rushing touchdown, and Julian Edelman is the MVP. And Brady won a Super Bowl that year. Oh, the same year that they were supposed to be playing the Saints and not the Rams. So you got spared twice. Your defense held you down in the Super Bowl against a team that you wasn't even supposed to be playing. Okay, y'all won the Super Bowl, but I'm not saying Brady is the GOAT behind that because you didn't do nothing. Last year, this year, you went to a loaded team already. Smoke was trying to deny that the whole year. The team was already loaded. You got 2 guys that was top 5 receivers just the year before. You add Gronkowski. You add Leonard Fournette. You add Antonio Brown. You loaded, bro. And you got a defense that hold you down. So all Brady career, he had a defense. Now, Super Bowl wins, okay. You can't knock Super Bowl wins. I put Brady at number 2 over Manning because before the Super Bowl, I had Manning at number 2. I said if Brady win the Super Bowl, no matter what, I'm going to put him at number 2, so he had number 2. All right? Manning at number 3 because, number 1, Manning has individual quarterback stats and records that he still holds today as an individual quarterback. He got the most MVPs. He got the single best season as a quarterback with the most touchdowns in the season and the most yards. Like, he holds individual quarterback stats. You already know what the man does at the line. The man could change up, read defense. He run his own offense. He don't even really need a coach. He did that in Denver, and he did that with the Colts. He actually got a receiver that he could say, hey, man, this is one of the greatest receivers of all time under my watch, Marvin Harrison. There's nobody that Tom Brady could brag and say that about. Tom Brady can't brag and say, I made this guy, I made this receiver, he's one of the greatest of all time. Well, I take that back. You could say that about Gronk, because Gronk ain't played with nobody but him. But other than that, ain't no receiver gonna say, I'm this great because I started my career off playing with Tom Brady. That's facts. You could say that about Drew Brees with Michael Thomas. You could say that with Aaron Rodgers about Devontae Adams. And that's who my next 2 is in my top 5. Aaron Rodgers, then Drew Brees. Aaron Rodgers, right. The man, I don't have to explain. Y'all know why Aaron Rodgers should be in people's top 5. He just proved it again this year, even though he lost in the playoffs. The man is an MVP. The man does things that not many quarterbacks is doing with a lackluster wide receiving core. He don't have the defense that a lot of other quarterbacks have. Same thing Drew Brees is suffered with most of his career. Drew Brees didn't have the defenses, but always led a number 1 offense year after year. Mr. 5,000 yards. Done that 5 times in his career. That's Drew Brees. Drew Brees holds a lot of quarterback records that still ain't been broken today, like completion percentage. He the most accurate quarterback in the game. If you ain't got Drew Brees in your top 5, you a hater. That's how I feel. So at the end of the day, Drew Brees is in my top 5 at number 5. Aaron Rodgers number 4. Tom Brady. Peyton Manning.
We're not on that right now. We're not on that right now. Wait up.
We're on that right now.
All right. So you good on that though, dude. So I got down. Hold on, Smoke. Hold on. So I got that down pat.
The GOAT in the top 5 conversation is the same thing because you got to talk about your number 1.
That top 5.
Wait, it's the same thing. But Smoke didn't want you didn't want them in there in the top 5 for you.
Yeah, so look, we going. Yeah, you know, like if that's the case, that's what I'm saying. You see why you talking strategy? Let him go. Smoke go first.
No, I got mine out.
But now look, but check this out. But check this out. Since we check this out. Since we do that strategy, now check this out. I played the 8.
Strategy.
No, listen. He just said what he said, right? Now listen, check this out.
So wait, Smoke. Hold on. So the next topic was the top 5 quarterbacks.
I know what the next topic was. I was waiting.
So you can say I went first on that topic.
No. I'm gonna go first. You can go again, and you can.
No, that's good.
I'm gonna go first again. Listen, I will go first again. I'm not going for that. Since you said you wanted me to go first,
Smoke, I already went. I already went first on the next topic.
No, you didn't. I don't remember
what I'm trying to tell you. I went first on the next topic already. Now do your top 5.
Listen, no, wait. Hold on. I just want to say this. We said all of that to say this and that about Brady, okay? But check this out. If Brady did all this, what he said about how he cheated, he ain't got no top receivers, all this and that, but the man still wins Super Bowls. You say he never made a receiver. To me, that's fucking good. If you ain't never made a fucking receiver and you steady winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl, that's fucking good. With a receiver you never made before, all you had was Gronk. Matter of fact, let me slow yourself down. He won one without Gronk, and you didn't respect. He won a Super Bowl without Gronk. Without his best, the one you said, the only one he made, he won one without the one he made. So for all of that you said, that should take away everything you said, because you just literally said.
No, that don't take away.
Wait. Did you say what Breeze made? What this one and that one made? Well, the man ain't make shit, right? Wait up, the man ain't make shit, right?
Breeze ain't won a Super Bowl with Michael Thomas, so you can't.
No, wait up, listen. You said with all the receivers Breeze made, how Breeze made a lot of receivers. You said Brady didn't make nobody, right?
He made Michael Thomas.
Man, you said Breeze made all kind of receivers.
No, I didn't. I said Michael Thomas, Smoke.
So you never said Breeze and Aaron Rodgers. We going back on this.
Who else I said Breeze made, Smoke? Who else?
No, did you not say with that Tom Brady only made Gronk and you said all the stuff with Breeze made? Did you not say that?
Boy, who else I said? If I said somebody else, tell
me.
You
never said what Breeze made, how he make receivers better, all the stuff. You never said that.
Smoke. Tell me who else did I say besides
listen, you never said Brady only made one person was Gronk.
Y'all see what I'm talking about?
Wait up. Did he not say that?
He tap dance. Prove what you said. I'm saying.
Listen.
Wait. Cut the tape. E. Run it, E. What you got on the E?
I'm just I heard Duke say, okay, so this is what I heard Duke say. He said Breeze made Michael Thomas. Then he went on to name other quarterbacks as far as Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. He did say Tom Brady and Gronk.
And I said Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
And he said Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
So did Duke say anybody else besides who you just
said? Not names. He didn't say names.
Not far as saying Drew Brees made more than Michael Thomas.
All right.
Before he did one quarterback and one receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Smoke, you can run with your top 5.
Run with your top 5.
Your top 5, Smoke.
Your top 5.
Tom Brady. You don't fuck about none of them. Nah. Real talk. Nah. Tom Brady.
Hey, you better because you love Breeze, boy.
No, Breeze in my top 5. See, I'm not a big hater like that. Breeze in my top 5. Listen, Breeze in my top 5. Hey, look, to be honest with you, I would have put Breeze 3. But what happened in the playoffs, I can't do it.
This year?
So who's your top 5, Smoke?
Brady, Joe Montana. I hate to say this. Peyton Manning. Aaron Rodgers, and then Breeze.
Bam. So y'all list kind of similar.
And listen, don't get it twisted.
I can't even hear what he's saying right now because somebody keep calling my phone.
And listen. Regardless if Breeze would have won the Super Bowl or not, I would have put Breeze. I'd have put him at 3. I would have put him at 3. And I'm not saying listen.
So you would have swapped him and Manning. Based off of
yes. Because listen, let me tell you. Because one thing Duke didn't say, he talked about what Brady got defense. Man, Peyton Manning been around good defenses. And when he won it in Denver, let me tell you something. When he won it in Denver, that defense, the one that held that boy down the whole time.
He did have a good defense.
That's what it was.
I didn't say Peyton Manning didn't have a defense.
No, you didn't say. No, you didn't say. You said Brady had good defense. You said Brady had good defenses, nigga. You said Brady. You ain't talking about with the other niggas. You ain't talking about with the other niggas. You ain't talking about with the other niggas. You talking about Brady.
Let me tell you what I said. Let me tell you what I said, because they could go back and do the tape and then listen to this. I said Rodgers and Breeze are the two that suffered from not having defenses. I didn't say Peyton Manning didn't have
09, the Saints had a defense in 09?
Defense?
You ain't had no defense in 09? You gonna tell me the Saints had a defense in 09?
Smoke, name another year where Breeze
I
had
don't give a fuck. You gonna tell me the Saints?
Year. Name another year.
Keep that same energy when we talk about LeBron. Keep that same energy. Keep that same fucking energy. Keep that same energy. I said keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. You keep that same energy. You keep that fucking same energy. You keep that fucking same. You keep that fucking same energy. You just keep that fucking same energy. I don't want to hear that fucking. Listen, you keep that motherfucking same energy when we talk about
the. Man, look, dog, we
keep that motherfucking same. I'm telling you right now. You keep that motherfucking same energy.
You keep the same energy.
Listen, I'm telling you right now. Keep the fucking same energy. Motherfucker. Hey,
man,
you gonna try to act like the Saints never? You gonna try to act like the Saints?
Hold on.
No, I said keep that same energy. We're not switching it. I'm telling you, keep that same energy.
Back to square one.
Top five.
We got.
Who's this top five? Who's this top five?
So we got top five from Smoke. Duke. Smoke top five is Brady, Montana, Manning, Rodgers, and Breeze. That's his five. I'm going to put on record who's your five because we didn't get to your top two. So just run your five again from however order you want to run it, from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1.
Top five from 1 to 5. Montana, Brady, Manning, Rodgers, Breeze.
Similar. Bam. Flip-flop the first two.
Yep. Pretty much.
Why you ain't got Peyton? Why you got Breeze at number 3?
I don't have Breeze at number 3.
Why not?
Because he's not at number 3.
Well, why not? Why not? Why not?
I got Peyton Manning at number 3, Smoke.
Why you ain't got him at number 4?
Because Rodgers is better than Breeze, Smoke. Which
so
one?
Montana better than Brady?
Dog, I got Montana at number 1, don't I?
So you saying Montana's better than Brady?
Smoke, I just explained to you why Brady is not number 1.
Okay, hold on. Chris, who's your wait, Chris. Wait. I'm gonna ask everybody this right quick.
Let me answer your question some more. I said, if you benefit from cheating, you don't get no respect from me. Most of the people's reasons why they're gonna put Brady at number 1 is because of how many championships he won.
No.
Hold on, wait. I'm not awarding him for those championships in my GOAT list because you had an unfair advantage. So if you want me to say that man is the greatest quarterback of all time, but he benefited from unfair advantages, that's not me keeping it real with myself because why
Mahomes not in your top 5? Because you just said Mahomes is going to be
Listen, I'm big on things being fair. Everybody that know me knows that
you're not fair. You're not fair. Not fair.
Look, you trying to twist my words up, dog. No. They can go back and play the tape.
Okay, hold on. Chris, who's not your top 5? Let's not do your top 5. Let's just do your top 3. Who's your top 3, Chris?
As far as top 3, so listen, I got a different perspective for both of y'all. So when I look at it, my calculations and everything different. So I look at it like this. I look at it like who had the least amount of help and pulled through to win a Super Bowl. That's how I look at it. Like who made it happen with the least amount of help. That's how I look at everything across the board and what they brought to the finals or what they brought to the playoffs, right? When I look at my list, and this is what I'm going to tell you what I looked up earlier. I went off of interceptions and I went off of total yards, right? And what year they played and how many years they played. So per the internet and per stats, if you was to put them in, and this is not my list, I'm going to just tell you what this is before I spit this one here, and then I'm going to run it again. So per yards, and this is by yards only. This is not interceptions. This is not fumbles. This is not none of it. If we go per yard, as far as that position, this is the order right now as far as who is the best at making the yards possible. So 1 to 5, yard-wise, is number 1, Drew Brees. He got the most yards right now. Number 2 is Tom Brady. He's second in yards. Number 3 is Peyton Manning.
Just do three, because we're gonna ask everybody.
All right, that's the three right now as far as the most yards to all the way to 5. The least amount of yards is Breeze, Brady, Manning.
All right, Eazyana.
Damn.
Who you got? Just 3.
Just 3. Shit, man. You know, I'm rocking with Breeze number 1, man.
Okay, right?
You know, I'm gonna ride with Breeze number 1. Number 2, I mean, I'm gonna give it to Brady, man. You gotta give it to Brady. Number 2. Number 3. I mean, I'm gonna go with Peyton. Because I ain't gonna pick Mahomes or no young QB.
I think it's too early for Mahomes.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it can't get done. I'm not saying it can't get done, but I just think it's too early.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm gonna go.
I feel they got tape on Mahomes right now.
I don't want to say. I want to say Peyton, but then I kind of want to say Rodgers too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Peyton / Rodgers for 3. Like that's how I'm gonna do my list. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Rodgers the benefit.
And just on the record, not to cut you off, just on the record, that's not my top 3 list. That's just what I pulled as far as yards. Just to put that on the record.
Yeah. That's the stats. Yeah.
All right, Cole, who you got?
All right, so I'm gonna go with Brady 1 only because of the rings. That's the only reason I'm gonna give it to him. But I still like Duke. I still have my doubts about some of the Super Bowls, but that's just my personal opinion. 2, I'm gonna go with Breeze. Breeze is my number 2, and that's because I feel he never got enough credit for what he done in New Orleans. The man has never won an MVP. He's never won an MVP for the
should have.
He should have.
In
And
2011, he should have.
I put into consideration Breeze is barely 6 foot tall. So he trying to look over an offensive line that's all over 6'3", 6'5", 6'6" lineman. He looking over them. Number 3, Peyton Manning.
That's hey, bro. I like it. Look, I have nothing against it. But now check this out. Why nobody said Joe Montana number 1?
I never watched Joe Montana play.
No. Why nobody said it?
I never grew up watching Joe Montana play.
Like I said, I'm going off the yards.
Why you ain't saying Joe Montana?
For me, I'm going off the yards. That's what I pulled up.
I've never seen Joe Montana play a day in my life.
Damn, for real?
I seen. I saw Steve Young, man.
Smoke, I'm 38 years old, man. You gotta remember, I watch all these guys play.
Yeah, bro.
Like
I seen Joe Montana.
We caught Joe Montana like late in his career.
He probably was with Kansas City or somebody.
Like we all born in the 80s.
So look, I'm gonna say this. And I said that, and let me finish my list off as far as the top 5, as far as yards go, because I want everybody's perspective, and I want y'all to see how, if you're gonna run it as far as individual stats, as far as that quarterback position, because when you think about football, it's either a quarterback as the leader of the team or somebody on a defensive leader of the team, like like for the Ravens, like when you had your boy Ray Lewis. So it was either offensive or defensive leader, but most of the time it was the quarterback as the leader of the franchise, right? And that's just per se as far as what everybody look at as far as ESPN and so on and so on.
Now, look. I got one more question for Smoke right quick before we roll over to the next thing.
With the business.
All right. Now, this is my little personal opinion. Now, tell me. Now, I'm not saying that that's what happened for this season, but I want you to just think about it. How the NFL storylines could go, all right? So we all know the NFL been along. The NFL been around for a long time.
Right.
So no team has ever done what Tampa Bay just done, right?
What winning in their own stadium now.
Yeah. Okay. We can all agree. Tom Brady is like the golden boy in the NFL, right?
Facts.
Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not saying,
but he knows, but facts.
So in my mind, what you think would be the better storyline for the NFL? Okay, Tom Brady go to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay go to the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, and Tom Brady is the first quarterback, on the team to do that.
But they have 4 good stories. That's the perfect one. That's the perfect one.
Boom. So that would be a perfect storyline.
But look, Aaron Rodgers one would be just as perfect too.
Right.
That was another good one. That was another perfect one.
Right.
Because at the beginning of the season, it was said that he didn't have nobody he was throwing to. The coach was gone. He took first place. Breeze had a good story because guess why? Because he's supposed to, nobody know with the retirement. That would have been another good one. And guess what? Mahomes would have a good story too.
I think Mahomes' story would have been more effective, being that he's so young, and he would have been an older quarterback that would already was considered the GOAT by so many people. So, I mean, like, you can say, man, listen, as far as sports across the world or across the board, based off of what kind of sport you're talking about, you always gonna have that factor of saying they cheating for this player, that player. But we're gonna get into that after this subject. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can say they cheated for Brady, you can say they cheated for this player, you can say they cheated for this player. If it was so bad and so much of them cheating, they would have kicked that player out, because think about it right now. Once the Patriots went down and Brady wasn't winning, who else you said could have been the face of the franchise? You got Mahomes. So if you cheating, why not make Mahomes the face of the league and let Mahomes beat Brady? Now, you know what I'm saying?
I do think some of the calls the first half, I think a lot of them, it was the correct calls, but it was the same calls should have go the other way. Because Tampa, they was playing rough with Kelsey, and I think some flags should have come out. No doubt. You feel me? But at the same time, Kansas City messed themselves up because some of them flags that they was getting was at the wrong moment. Like that neutral zone. That's on you. I think that your boys. Huh?
Realistically, look at the coaching and look at the history of that coach. So for me, as the NFL, I'm looking at the game. I'm gonna keep it 100. My pop's team is the Kansas City Chiefs. This nigga's been a Kansas City Chief fan since when the boys wasn't winning. I'm like, how did he like that team? Like,
the dope was cheap doing? Back in the day.
You know what I'm saying?
The dope was cheap back
so I can look back and be like, I can remember. Yeah, I can remember back in like
dope was
when
cheap
we was in high school,
back
smoke. Like we in high school, he like the Chiefs. Like, how you like that team? So I can vouch for him, cheap back
then, nigga. Nigga, that was a drugs home, nigga. The fuck that was.
So I'm looking at the whole thing. So as far as that goes, if you look at Andy Reid, he's a good coach. But how many championships he won in Philadelphia? Right? That's the same scheme he had. He had the same scheme he got for Mahomes right now. He had that in Philly with your boy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He only won one. After that, it was nothing. So then his formula was all right. I'm going to use the same formula, but I'm going to bring in Vic.
Wait, Baker, that wasn't Andy Reid in Philly when they won it?
No, but he came in on that, though. That was his plan. He kept that core. He kept that. And when it didn't work for him, he was like, all right, this is not working for me. I thought I was going to hit it. Let me bring in Vic. So he kept everything the same, and he shot out, and Vic came in. So it didn't work out. It was a good – Vic came in that thing throwing it, and look, Vic had 400-something yards. Like, Vic was tossing.
You had said he won a Super Bowl in Philly. That's why I said he didn't
No. Bring that back. I apologize. I bring that back. Once he had Vic, it was supposed to happen for Vic. It didn't happen, right? So then he bring that same formula over there to Kansas City. So then he bring in the Kansas City. He bring Alex Smith. I think that was he brought over there. That's when they started to turn it around a little bit with Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Alex Smith. It didn't work out. So I don't follow KC like that enough to say it all happened within the timeline of 5 years. But somewhere, somehow, Patrick Mahomes jumped on the radar and the boys start winning. He won a Super Bowl. Me personally, I don't think that they're going to win another Super Bowl, me personally, because I feel like you got tape now on them boys winning. You got tape now on how to stop them from winning. Once you get any NFL team, once you get tape on how to stop a quarterback, you got to do some puzzle movements and all that for that quarterback to go back to that Super Bowl year. I don't think he's going to have that formula to be that coach to put the pieces around him to where they're going to win another Super Bowl. I don't see it happening in me. That's me.
You know who I think had the formula from? You know who I think who had the formula from when everybody? I think the Saints. I think everybody looked at what the Saints did against them. And after that, they take the deep ball away. And everybody looked at after that game. And I think that's what everybody did. And I think the shit fucking worked. I think the shit just
you put them worked. You put that secondary up high and minimize them to 10 yards. And you really taking it away because in the first 40 yards, if you ain't got nothing in the first 40 yards, you ain't getting no touchdown.
But
I tell it to my son all the time. In the first 40 yards, everybody running something within the first 40. The first 40, if you can't break past the first 40, you're not getting no touchdown unless it's a deep ball.
The key to that though, that we all gotta remember, you gotta have the defensive line for that too. You gotta have the right.
But that's within the first 40 though, Cole. That goes back to the first when they put you at the combine, what they measuring you on, how fast you can run in 40 yards. Once out the 40 yards, them linemen, you can kill them. They not running. After them 40, them 35 yards, no lineman not going to be down there in a goal line running your 60 yards. He dead.
Yeah. I got
the only people that can save you out there is your free safety and your cornerback.
I got a question.
If you got the D line.
Hey, Duke got a question. Look, Duke got a question. Duke got a question.
Yeah, let Duke run, Cole. What you got?
Which topic we on right now? We actually discuss which one we doing right now.
Right now, I jump. Me personally, I jump from as far as my quarterbacks. Then I ran off of the Super Bowl. So my thing was, and I'm gonna finish that. I'm happy you said that, though, Duke. From my top 5 quarterbacks, not my top 5, the internet top 5, as per yards, is Breeze, Brady, Manning, Brett Favre, and then Phillip Rivers.
But y'all adding wins and all that together too, right? Because
that's the internet. That's not me. That's the internet running off of y'all.
You can't. Hey, look, you gotta add. You gotta let me tell you.
Do your top 5 with everything all together.
You gotta. Look, Breeze didn't just start in New Orleans. We know he was at the Chargers.
No, he didn't.
We know that.
He didn't.
We know that. So we gotta add careers. Like,
so
how does the careers go?
For me, I'm gonna tell you what I look like as far as top 5. Because for me with quarterbacks, I've never been a quarterback fan as far as running it. I've been a Saints fan. So for me, I ran off of my first team. The first team I ran with, the first team I ever ran with in the NFL. The first team was Green Bay. I was a big Brett Favre fan as far as Green Bay. And I can run it back to where I had went to a book fair and I won a poster and it was Brett Favre. That was the thing. So I was running with it because I watched him and I played him on Madden. That was my team to go with. But as far as my first actual team was the Saints because I went to their training camp one year and that was it for me. Ricky Williams was my dog, right? But if you ask me who my top 5 was, and I'm going to eliminate everybody that y'all just said as far as quarterback because I never rated by quarterback. If you say Drew Brees, I'm gonna tell you Drew Brees not the number 1 quarterback because he never delivered past the adversity. He never, when it was time for him to show up and he could have win, he threw an interception or he fumbled or he folded. So for me, quarterback wise, Drew Brees is not my top 5 for them reasons because When it was time to come through for your team and you had the team, you didn't come through. And you're retiring like that, right? Tom Brady, if you're going to factor in the cheating and all that there, you're not in my top 5. I don't care what you accomplish. You're not in that top 5 because if you got to do all that to get in the top 5, you're not top 5 worthy, right? Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning would be in my top 5. I can't say he's number 1, number 4, number 3, whatever. Peyton Manning, for the simple fact, he's going to read the defense across the board. I've seen this man sit there and call 4-5 plays to get 5 yards, then to throw an interception or throw it on the sideline. Every time he stepped up to the ball and he was like, we trying to get this first down or win the game, he's going to throw the best play possible for that situation. So that's going to put him in top 3, I'm going to say, for Peyton Manning, I mean. Peyton Manning going to be top 3 because when he go to the line, he going to call and point out every linebacker, every defensive end, whoever. If they coming in hot and we can't get 10 yards off of that, we're going to get 3 yards off of him rushing me. I'm going to try to take the hit, but I don't want to take no hit. Right? Brett Favre was a hell of a thrower. But he gonna throw you out the game. And I know that from being a fan of his. He'll rather chance the fact of getting an interception versus getting a big play and vice versa because he gonna throw it where he think it needs to go and hope that they catch it. And many a times, as far as Brett Favre, he got 336 interceptions in his career, right? So he gonna force the ball where it don't need to be if he think it needs to be there. He gonna break his fingers and all that. That sounds good, yeah. I can't catch this ball because he broke my fingers. Interception is an interception. I don't care who fingers it broke. They caught it. You feel me? And I don't even know why Phillip Rivers got all them yards like that. That boy he's never been on my radar. He never been. So for Duke, and I feel Duke when he say Joe Montana, because you gotta look at it. If you're gonna do old school versus new school, you gotta break it up. That man was throwing them yards when them linebacks was hitting the balls with them WWE moves, WWF moves. Exactly. Like them quarterbacks wasn't getting no love back there with no flags. So exactly. For him to throw them yards at that time, them quarterbacks I just named would have never survived it. You don't think Brady would have survived it?
Hell no. Brady cried by flags right now.
Let me tell you something. It's the icebox. No, wait. Smoke.
Brady cried by flags right now.
If Chicago defense, wait. Let me just say this. If Chicago, that gritted Chicago defense would have ran against Brady was not throwing over 200 yards in an old school Chicago defense. That icebox or whatever that ball name was, the refrigerator, whatever, that ball would have hurt Brady. That ball was out the game.
Check this out.
Same thing. He out the game.
I mean, Urlacher was bad.
Yeah, but Urlacher wasn't no throwback Chicago.
Urlacher
wasn't no throwback Chicago.
Urlacher was bad.
I can say man, he wasn't no. What's that bar name? And quote me on this. What's his name? The icebox, the refrigerator. What that bar name was in Chicago?
The refrigerator.
Man, that boy that putting the pork chops in the refrigerator.
But listen, but check this out. Let me tell you something. Playing sports, you know the game. But listen. But you know the game. You know when you play sports, the game changes. So we can't just say, oh, he couldn't because of the way the game is played right now. The game changes. Like, let me tell you.
As far as quarterback position, I can have that argument.
No, listen. What I'm saying. The game changes. The game changes.
You're right.
Point blank, the game changes.
You're right.
Like we can't just. That's the only thing I don't like when people be like, "Oh, he couldn't play." Look what Kevin Garnett just said about basketball. He said they couldn't play with the youngsters right now. He just said that.
As far as hand checking.
But listen, what I'm saying is we gotta stop.
No, but listen,
we gotta stop taking away. Act like with music, we gotta stop taking away.
As a basketball fan, smoke. Wait, as a basketball fan, I agree with him on that because you hand checking some of these players now. They not scoring 30 points a game, and
no, but he said they couldn't keep. He said himself could not play with right now basketball.
He can't.
Smooth. Can I butt in right quick?
What's that?
Smoke, you just made an example. You just made an example with the music why people can't compare eras. Let me tell you why the music is perfect example of why you can. I'm gonna go as far as producers. Right now, they got a lot of old school producers that don't respect the new school producers. You want to know why?
Because them youngsters killing them. I'm telling you that.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Them youngsters killing them.
Listen, hold on. And I'm not trying to change the subject because this is the same principle.
Nah,
Back
man,
in the day, producers had to get it out the mud with making their beats. You had to load up a keyboard. You had to go through this and find sounds for about 2-3 hours. And you had to make everything playing with your hands. These days, them youngsters can make beats just dragging and pasting some stuff that's already made, putting stuff together and coming up with fire beats like that.
Right.
And guess what? Right. Guess what? Guess what? They're gonna be considered great producers because they put together the beat, but they didn't play nothing on it.
But check this out, Duke. You know how much
Wait. This is why I'm saying when you compare eras, you gotta take into consideration of how everybody had to get it out the mud back then compared to how easy it is for everybody to do what they're doing now.
They still getting it out the mud.
Smoke. The quarterbacks were not protected the way they are now.
Listen, I get that.
Think about if quarterbacks like Dan Marino and John Elway, Joe Montana was all protected like they are now. What kind of stats and
John Elway? What year John Elway retired?
Hey, no, Smoke. Hey, look, he threw a name out there just now, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Yeah, and he won one ring? How much rings he won?
Wait, hold on. Dan Marino? Hey.
He ain't win a ring. He ain't win a ring.
But listen.
John Elway won two.
Danny was a bad boy, though.
He was bad, but he didn't win a ring. And nobody talks. He's so bad, we don't even talk about him like that.
Guess he ain't got no ring. But I'm going to tell you now, though.
Watch this. Guess why Marino didn't win a ring?
Give Danny, hold on, dude. You give Danny those rules that, and I'm going to put it on the table. You give Danny the same rules that Drew Brees got, the same rules that Tom Brady got. That man, you put that man, listen, I take Dan Marino over Drew Brees in the same defense.
You crazy. Boy, you crazy. Boy, I ain't taking Dan Marino over Drew Brees. You fucking crazy.
Dan Marino was a bad
fucking crazy. Dan Marino over Drew Brees, you out your fucking mind.
Dan Marino was a bad ball,
man. With the protection? With the protection
you better go watch Dan Marino.
I watched that, man. I was a Dolphin fan, man. I watched that shit. I was a Dolphin fan, man. And he was nice, but man, come on, Dolphin fan, man. Hey, I was a Dolphin fan, man.
Wait, watch this.
You put Dan Marino. Give me Dan Marino in 09, 2010, 2011. We three-peat.
Baker, watch this. Smoke. You said Dan Marino. You said Dan Marino. All right, you don't respect Dan Marino. All right. You said Drew Brees.
No, listen.
Wait. When Drew Brees broke that passing record, guess who record he broke?
Duke, I understand it, Duke. Listen.
I'm just laying some facts down.
Hey, listen, Duke, just listen. Listen to me. Listen.
Wait, Smoke. Let me make my point, bro. When Drew Brees when Drew Brees made that passing record, he passed up Dan Marino. Which means Dan Marino threw 5,000 yards.
Okay.
In that era. And that was considered
unheard of. It was a run era. Okay.
Smoke. Them balls was WWE.
Bro, listen, bro. It was a run football era. It was harder for the running backs. It was a run. Y'all telling me with defense, it was harder for running backs than anything. It was a run football era.
But Smoke, the quarterback.
It was a run football era. Michael Irvin, bro, it was a run football era, bro.
Smooth. The quarterbacks being protected today is why they're able to put up the kind of stats they put up.
If y'all believe that, I don't fall for that old shit. I'm not. Listen. I could sit in the room with. Listen to what I'm saying. I could sit in the room with.
Make my point, bro.
Go.
I let you make your point.
Because I started talking. You just was talking.
Let me finish making mine. Now, Dan Marino had the record of the most yards in one season until Drew Brees broke it. And Then Peyton Manning broke that record by 1 yard. So Peyton Manning only got that record right now over Drew Brees by 1 yard. But before that, it was Dan Marino, and he did that in the era where the quarterbacks are not protected like they are now. Not only that, but you said Dan Marino ain't won no ring. Okay, you're right. He made it to the Super Bowl. You want to know who he lost to? You know who he lost to?
I don't even know who he lost to. He lost to
49ers.
The 49ers. The 49ers.
Joe goddamn Montana.
So, right. But why you ain't mentioned? You just ain't mentioned Dan Marino in your top 5. So trying to get him props, you ain't mentioned him in your top 5.
Dan Marino was.
You ain't mentioned him in your top 5.
Wait.
Don't give him props like that.
Dan Marino used to be in my top 5. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. The shit you're talking about don't make sense. You didn't even mention him in your top 5. So all that shit you're talking about, Dan Marino, he's not mentioned in your top 5.
Don't see how Smoke try to put words in my mouth.
No, he's not in your top 5. He's not in your top 5. He is not in your top 5. Stop bragging about a nigga that's not in your top 5. Stop bragging about a nigga that's not in your top 5.
Baker and Courtney. He's talking loud. Is he
in your top 5? Is he in your top 5?
Smoke.
You just said what he did in the era. You just said what he did in a hard era, and he's not in your top 5.
Don't mean you winning the debate, bro.
Wait up. Is he in your top 5?
Smoke. I was not making a case for him being in my top 5.
Can he be in that era that you said? Why is he not?
No.
Why is he not?
You disrespect.
I'm gonna put that nigga in my top 5.
You trying to down talk Dan Marino?
No, I'm saying, why is he not in your top 5 right now?
Because everybody I named in my top 5 passed him up. He was in my top 5 until they passed him up.
You just said in the era where he played at, he was. If he was in this era, so let's put him in this era. Why is he not in your top 5?
Listen. At the end of the day,
the
man is still in people's top 5 without winning a ring. That means he's a bad boy, Smoke.
Man, why you not in the top 5? I need him in top 5.
Smoke, are you going to listen to what I'm saying, or are you going to?
I'm listening, but I can't get it.
You're talking by yourself, bro. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Dan Marino is in a lot of people's top 5 without winning a ring. So what you think they got him in the top 5 based on, bro? What they basing it on? If it ain't about rings, what it's about?
When the last time you heard a nigga say Dan Marino was in the top 5?
I know somebody that got him in his top 5.
Listen, when was the last time you heard a nigga? Listen, check this out. Everybody on this right now. I got $100 with everybody. I'm gonna post on Facebook, and I'm gonna tell. Look, I need 4 people. Fuck that. I need 2 people to say Dan Marino is their #1 quarterback. I got 100 with everybody right now. Wait up. I got 100.
He's not #1.
Smooth. Did you watch the show I just did with Cupid 2 weeks ago?
No.
You didn't? Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it and listen.
I'm gonna go back.
Listen to his top 5.
I tell the truth. I mean, I'm not. No,
wait. Listen. Go watch it and listen to his top 5. You watch all the other shows I'm on and you leave.
Hey, listen. Real talk.
Wait, time out. Whenever I'm on them other shows and whenever they put my name up, you got all them comments you go leave under the show and all your opinions.
Hey, Duke, want me to tell you something, Duke? Duke, they be hitting me up about you, Duke. I don't be, Duke, listen, Duke, listen, they be hitting me up about you, Duke. I'm going to be honest with you, Duke. Duke, Duke, it be a lot of stuff, Duke. They be hitting me up about you, Duke. I'm going to be real.
I know what's going on behind the scenes. I know I'm being attacked. I can tell that. Don't act like I don't be knowing that, but I know. But all I'm saying is, you just said you wanted to hear somebody say Dan Marino.
Dude, I'm gonna post it up. I got 100 with everybody. That's a bet. Anybody?
I already got one person. His name is Q. He just said it on that show 2 weeks ago. Go listen to it.
Smoke. I don't know nobody that I ever talk about and know that say Dan Marino was #1. Take me out. I'm not trying to lose 100. I'm trying to gain money.
He said in the top 5. He didn't say #1. He said top 5.
No, #1. No, #1. Fuck that. I don't even know top.
Nobody said #1. Nobody talking about #1. Come on.
Dan Marino don't come out of his mouth like that, man. You know what Mount Marino come out of? Hey, look, check this out. You know who gonna mention Marino? A nigga that's in their 50s, 40s, niggas like that. You see, Duke, let me tell you, I play this. Look, Duke, I play this side where you can't tell me Tupac is the best and this nigga, you can't tell me that. See, I sit down with niggas. You see what you said about the producing niggas? I'm gonna tell you the difference between this shit. Yeah, them niggas got it out the mud, but what them niggas won't tell you about the mud, them niggas was sampling beats too. P. Diddy was sampling shit with all them niggas. That was nothing but
sampling, dog.
Well, nigga, sampling and getting out the mud.
You don't have the tools.
Wait up. No, wait, Duke, I'm gonna tell you the difference. I let you talk. You just said niggas get it out the mud. Sampling is not getting it out the mud. Master P was sampling. Master P producers was sampling. If the feds only knew, that was fucking Aaliyah. If the girl only knew. I got Candy. That's Cameo. Niggas was sampling that. That's not getting out the mud. Let's not get it twisted. So listen, I play a part where I sit in the middle and I listen to older niggas talk and I listen to younger niggas talk. I listen to older niggas diss the young niggas and I listen to the young niggas diss the older niggas. You know why the friction go like that? Because they want to be bigger than this side, so they try to discredit the young niggas. So the young niggas feel like, big homie, you just mad because guess what? Because I'm doing it bigger than you now, even though all what you did. I sit in the middle where it be like, fuck. Like, I get both sides. I get both sides to this shit. And I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about sports and everything. So like when an older nigga come talk to me about an old records is meant to be broke. It's meant to be broke. Whether it's now, 100 years, 200 years, records are meant to be broke. And when they are broken, you give props.
That's just like that LSU though. Like what you're saying though, I feel what you're saying.
LSU broke a fucking round. The fuck, how big of an Alabama fan I am?
Listen.
LSU did that.
They get the gap. That shit was popping back then, but they broke it again.
They broke it.
They did broke it again. They broke it again.
Let me touch on your point about the producer, Smoke. You saying sampling is not getting it out the mud. What I meant by getting it out the mud is not about sampling.
I know you meant, but I'm trying to
hold on.
I know what you meant. How it's easy to taking sounds. I know what you meant.
About playing. It's about playing.
Listen,
Smoke. Wait, Smoke. I'm a producer, so I'm speaking from.
Nigga, I'm there with the top producers. You can't run it by me. I'm telling Trooping them what they doing wrong. You can't run it by me. I'm telling niggas what they doing wrong.
Smoke. Listen, Smoke. You're not even letting me finish talk, and you're already trying to defend what I'm saying, and you're not letting me finish. Listen, when I say getting it out the mud, why
you talking about playing?
Yes, because if you put some of these new school producers that everybody is worshiping in front of a piano, they can't play a tune for you.
Dude, they don't give a fuck, dude.
Wait, man.
They don't give a fuck. It don't matter.
Are you gonna listen to my point, bro?
Go.
I'm trying to tell you about why older producers don't respect the new school producers. Because some of them boys is not playing nothing. They dragging and dropping stuff that people already prepared for them, putting it together and saying they producers of some beats. That's not making beats, Smoke. That's dragging it.
Hold
on, wait, listen. Back in the day, we didn't have those kind of tools to make beats like that.
Well, your mama had you late. That's all it is.
Listen,
I tell you like any nigga. I call it how I see it. I don't go by that. I fuss with Troop all the time.
He not trying to listen to my point. He just trying
to. No, I'm saying, I'm calling it. Listen,
wait.
Listen, I get what you're saying, dude.
Time out.
I get what you're saying, dude. I get what you're saying. But I'm just telling you, I fuss with all these niggas. I fuss with you. I fuss with Shorty Red. Hey, you mad with these young niggas because you can't get 20 G's a beat because these young niggas doing this other shit and they making this stuff. You mad because young boy producers walking the fucking room and now you mad because you got to get the fuck out. Hey, learn the game, nigga. That's what I tell them.
Nobody mad about how much money they get.
No, I'm saying, I'm
explaining to you what different eras and why people in a
and I'm explaining and I'm trying to tell you, explaining about that.
Oh man, bro.
No, dude, listen to what I'm saying. Man. No, listen, dude, listen to what I'm saying. You to get with the program and you don't. You could talk about playing all this shit. You could talk about listen, your daddy was one of the best musicians. Your daddy was a beast. You come from a great family with musicians. But I'm trying to tell you, Duke, that shit don't matter no more, Duke. A nigga walk in the fucking room with a fucking
You're not
laptop.
Arguing about if it matter, bro. All I was trying to tell you was why old school people compare eras to the new school.
And I'm trying.
Listen. The new school people got it easier. They don't have to put in that much effort to make something great. That's why we say that. That's why old school people always talk about how everything is watered down.
And that's why they out the loop.
Wait up, man. It took more effort and more skills to get the outcomes that some of these producers / sports people put in to achieve greatness. That's all I'm trying to point out. Nobody hating on how much money they make.
It's gonna get easier. It's gonna get easier. Life's gonna get easier. It's gonna get easier.
Okay.
They never had the internet. It's gonna get easier.
That's why you gotta understand why old school niggas have a problem with
it. Look, wait, time out.
I can't understand it because
time out. So look, let's jump back on track.
It's all the same. That's like black and white TV.
Wait.
It's gonna get easier in life. So if you can't understand, it's gonna get easier in life. Move in the back of the bus.
No, man.
Move in the back of the bus if you can't.
Let's jump on the
jumping on that motherfucking load. Hey,
let's jump on the
if it's easy, I'm getting it out. I'm going that way. I'm going that way.
Let's jump.
I'm still putting up posters. Hey, look, I'm still putting up posters. These niggas don't want to put up posters no more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Smoke, you tripping. What you paying for the posters? Hey, Smoke, look, you gonna put that on social media. I say, damn, young nigga, you right. I say, damn, young nigga, you fucking right. Hey, young nigga, I just spun this and that. Yeah, young nigga, you fucking right. I could have spent $300 on social media, nigga.
All right, so look, this is my last one for y'all.
Brick talk out right now.
We're gonna run it from this one.
Brick talk out right now. Champion vibes on the way, nigga.
Look, we're gonna jump NBA right quick. This is the last one, NBA. Do you think the player deserves the same respect the team gets when it comes to a trade? As far as when a player say he want to get traded, they crucify him. When a team say we're going to trade him within the middle of the game, after the game, during the All-Star break, nobody say nothing about the team is wrong. They say it's business. So, again, do you think the player deserves the same respect?
Who going first on that one?
We're going first. I know you don't want to go first. I'm gonna go first.
Duke don't matter.
I could go first.
No. I'll go first.
I want you to go first on the first topic.
No. I'll keep going first. I don't give a damn.
Go ahead. Then go ahead.
Instead of you jump out the gate with it, you might as well let me go first. Don't stop me. What I think this is a business. Sports is a business. Now, this is what I do think.
Okay.
If, for instance, if you don't want to be somewhere, I'm not saying all the way just get rid of them because you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But protect your franchise. Don't be no fool. Because being a fool can cost you. So if you see somebody really don't want to be there, you don't just bow down to it. But when you see things ain't going right, because remember, you got to think, you got to sell tickets, concessions, you got all of that. So if you bullshitting with a player because he don't want to be there, and when people know that player don't want to be there, he's not going, guess what? And tickets start to slow down. So you got to figure out, hey, I got to figure what the fuck I got to do to keep this shit here going. Because guess what? At the end of the day, it ain't gonna be the owner that's gonna lose their job. He gonna lose money, but guess what? He gonna start firing different motherfuckers. Hey, you can't control him, you gonna lose your job. Hey, you can't stop, you gonna lose your job. That's what happens. It's a business. It's a business. And once you understand it's a business, then you understand on the player side. You feel me? Players know I can go get money doing other shit. Like I could, like just because I'm losing this, because what they throwing me, shit. Hey, that's what my agent there for. Hey, look, I might be losing out on such and such M's over here, but I could get that back doing this shit over here on this side. You feel me? So yeah, I don't want to be there. Look, Anthony Davis, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. Y'all figure it out. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Hey, look, I'm still on contract to stay, but I'm gonna figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get out of there. Now, guess what, pals? Y'all figure it out on your own. When it's gonna be time for me to go, hey, look, y'all take the short end of the stick. That's on y'all. Y'all should have been getting rid of me. But hey, y'all want to play around with me? Hey, that's on y'all. So I think I like how the NBA going right now, how the players is doing. Now look, what I don't like is how Harden did Houston. Why I don't like that is because they give him everything he wanted. Everything he fucking wanted. They gave him the fucking city. They gave him all the bitches. They gave him everything. They gave him all the weed. They gave him all the rap. They let him go to all the parties. They did everything for that guy. Yeah, I don't care where he went. I don't care if you went to I don't give a fuck about that Brooklyn shit. But what he did, I didn't like that part. I don't like that part. Because
so what you're saying is pretty much. So what you're saying as far as Brooklyn or James Harden?
About Brooklyn?
No. What you're saying about James Harden, and I
like Harden too, but I don't like.
I look at it from the sideline, and I feel like I look at Pop, like the way he did Kawhi. He didn't think Kawhi was going to win a championship.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that.
He didn't send Kawhi where he wanted to go, but he sent him somewhere like, all right, I'm going to see you in Canada. And it happened to work for him.
It bit him.
You know? And for Houston's son, that man, when he wanted to go, knowing that if we let him stay another year, we're going to have an AD type of situation. As far as when it comes to AD was on a short end of the stick. So he came in late with it. It's like, I'm trying to roll out. So I'm telling the teams, if y'all sign me right now, I'm not staying with y'all, so y'all got to send me over here because I'm not staying with y'all for 1 year. I'm going to stay with y'all for 1 year, but I'm not staying the second year.
He was already sold on L. He already had shit. He was sold already. It didn't matter where you send him. He wasn't going to sign again. He was sold already on LA. It's a business.
They waited too late. So my thing is, and I know, I kind of feel like I know where Duke gonna go with it because I understand where Duke gonna come from. So the time frame of it, as far as if I'm a GM, I should know a player is not happy within 2 to 3 years of his contract expiring. Based off of me,
the superstar niggas, not the regular, the superstar niggas. Yeah. The superstar niggas agents talk to the superstar.
As far as me knowing, within 3 years, if I don't sign him within the first 3 years, the last 3 years of his contract, I need to be weighing my options of what's available in 3 years or what's coming out of college.
Look, when the agents stop answering the phone all the time. When it be that shallow, when it's stuff, you gotta be ready. Hey, it's like this. You ever had that girlfriend, like that just like she keep like you don't want to mess with her, like you like it's annoying, or maybe you the annoying guy. Maybe you want to be there and they don't. You gotta know how to pick up on them signs, man.
Right.
Because guess what? You gonna get fucking around left in the man. You
gonna get left in the dust.
And your feelings gonna be in there. Again, this is a business. This is a business. So what the players is doing right now in the NBA, cause look how we're looking at in the Texans right now. Look how they did, and you gotta understand. Look how they did JJ, and look how they doing the boy.
Look how they did Chris Paul.
JJ said it came to agreement.
But what the agreement? Why they can't come to agreement with the other guy, the black guy?
I mean, come on, yeah.
Hey, you come to agreement with that?
You're a threat, yeah, but
you come to agreement. Hey, you come to. You know, JJ, man. Hey, JJ want to go meet his brothers. We know that. He want to go meet his brothers over there in Pittsburgh. But hey, but you can't. But look, you can't come to. You make agreement with that, but you can't make agreement with that. Come on, man. And we understand why. But I just said the NBA players. I like what the NBA players is doing, bro.
Can I say something now?
So as far as Duke, your stands on it. Like I said,
he on that old NBA.
For me,
Duke on that old NBA. Whatever team you go tell, you got to stay your whole career.
No, look. So wait.
Why don't you let me say my piece?
Duke. Hold on, wait, Duke.
Duke mad with Clyde Drexler, man.
Wait.
He mad with Clyde Drexler. When Drexler left to go to Houston.
Wait.
Hey, that nigga mad with Shaq. No, man. Shaq has been to 20 teams, but we don't have to talk about Shaq. Shaq can play for every team in the NBA.
Baker, he gonna keep going yet. Let him go.
Shaq can play for every team in the NBA.
He gonna keep going.
Cut the tape, Smoke.
Shaq, he don't never talk about Shaq switching. Yeah, nigga, get out of here.
So Duke,
we know, nigga.
So Duke, me and you had a back and forth as far as how we felt about certain situations. It was kind of comical, and we came to agreement at the end of the day when it came to it. But when it comes to switching players, me and you had it on as far as AD situation. So it broke down from what I remember. It broke down from AD situation to the team situation to the city situation. So your whole thing was, which I remember, was when it came down to the city of New Orleans or the state of Louisiana, you was gonna run with whatever team Louisiana came to. But my thing was, when you said you was gonna run with it, you was pretty much saying that you ran with Louisiana. And when you said that, I was like, well, the Utah Jazz used to be the New Orleans Jazz. So that's your current team. So he was like, no, I'm not rocking with Utah. They left. So, and Smoke, you remember we laughed about this too. When it came down to it, when you came down to it, Duke, you're a Smoothie King player. Like your team is the Smoothie King. Whoever the Smoothie King gonna take from now on, if the Pelicans leave, if a new team come in and they in the Smoothie King and they're New Orleans or Louisiana, that's who you're rocking with because you're rocking with the state. Now, fucks with that because you're loyal to the state as far as NBA. I'm not old enough to remember whenever Utah Jazz was in, or the Jazz was in New Orleans. So I can't put that on you, but I was trying to put that on you. How you feel about the situation with players leaving their team before their contract over?
I don't have a problem with players wanting to trade. Because if you're not happy where you're at, okay, cool. What I have a problem with is them trying to force the team to trade them where they want to go. Because, yeah, Smoke can say I'm with the old school stuff, but that's my whole point, especially if you're trying to compare who's GOATs to somebody that's in the old school era to what's going on now. This kind of stuff didn't happen back in the day, where teams, where players are trying to team up with the best players and make it easy for themselves instead
they
of
didn't know how to do it.
Hold on, Smoke. Hold on.
It's my turn to talk now, guys.
They didn't know how to do it. Say the correct thing.
Hold on,
Smoke. For 20
Facts,
minutes, bro.
but say the correct thing. I don't like when niggas lie. I don't like when niggas lie. I don't like when niggas lie.
Smoke, you say some stuff that ain't all the way it either, bro.
I don't like when niggas lie. I'm gonna put my mouth on niggas lie.
Let him go, Smoke.
Let me talk, bro.
Let him go, Smoke.
Let me talk.
Let him go.
That's what I have a problem with, because when we compare eras, this is part of the stuff we gotta mention and we gotta keep as a factor. This kind of stuff didn't happen back in the day where every player trying to get with the best players and team up and make super teams to win and make it easy for themselves. Players wanted to beat Jordan. Players wanted to beat the best players. They didn't want to join them. They wanted to beat them. So when you got players that's requesting trades because they say they're unhappy, but what they really want to do is go join a super team, no, I got a problem with that, because at the end of the day, you're not leaving it up to the team to do what's best for them once you decide you don't want to be there no more. Now we got to take whatever players the team you want to go to gonna give us, not the players that we want. And that's the problem I had with Anthony Davis trade. We didn't want Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram. We wanted Jason Tatum. We couldn't get Jason Tatum because the way AD's manager and whatever LeBron and the Lakers had set up, they forced everybody to back down from trading with us, and we had to trade them to the Lakers. So the way they did it like that, I got a problem with that, because, yeah, if you want to talk about sticking it to the white man and stuff like that, okay, you can make a point for that, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that if you're going to make it, if you're going to say that you want to leave because you're unhappy, that means you don't care where you go. You just want to leave the team. But that's not the case with Anthony Davis. He wanted to go to the Lakers. And if you say, well, y'all didn't do nothing enough for him, that's why he left. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because the season before he requested a trade, they swept the Blazers in the playoffs. And we had Rondo, Drew Holiday, DeMarcus Cousins, he got hurt. But Anthony Davis said out of his own mouth, he feels if DeMarcus Cousins didn't get hurt, they had a chance at winning the championship that year. That came out of his mouth. And then the very next year, he's requesting a trade. Now you tell me if he requested that trade because he was unhappy. No, y'all made the playoffs. Y'all swept a team. Y'all swept the number 3 seed at that. And then y'all lost to the Warriors. y'all won more games against the Warriors than LeBron did with the Cavs that year, because that's the year they got swept. The year that they got swept, AD and the New Orleans Pelicans made it to the second round and lost to the Warriors 4-1. LeBron didn't even win a game. So y'all won more games against the Warriors than the Cavs that year, but you unhappy, and now all of a sudden you want to go play with LeBron in LA. So it's obvious that y'all just got together. Y'all both lost in the playoffs. Y'all got together and y'all said, man, we're going to find a way to go play together. I'm going to LA. You got to come meet me. Boom. Everybody know that's what happened. So whatever other
that's
stuff
not what happened, dude. That's not what happened.
I'm telling him, my partner rode with AD, and I'm gonna let you go.
Smoke,
I'm gonna let you
Smoke, cut it. Finish, Duke. But I'm saying, Duke, that's not what happened. But run it, keep running it, Duke. Keep running.
All I'm telling you is this: LA. He goes to LA. LA trying to put together the same team we had in New Orleans. Anthony Davis, Rondo, DeMarcus Cousins. So how you not happy because of the players you got? Then you go to LA and they trying to put together the same team. Now, y'all got a defense for that one?
I'm gonna tell you. It's my turn.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Now, when it comes to it, let me tell you my history for everybody that's watching. I was a Jordan fan, and I'm still a Jordan fan. Like, Jordan was the first basketball player that I looked at as a hero as far as basketball, right? For me, and I'm going to tell you my timeline. After Jordan, it was Iverson for me, because I always look at who challenges the best player at the moment and say, I'm coming for your title when it's time. So for me, it was Jordan, then it was Iverson, and then being that Iverson never won against Kobe and Shaq, it was Kobe, and then Shaq, and then Kobe, then LeBron. All right. So with that out the way, whenever LeBron started making this noise, I was following LeBron whenever he was with McDonald's All-American. If you can ask Derek or you can ask anybody at Carrico High, I was wearing the McDonald's All-American LeBron jersey. When nobody knew who LeBron James was at school, I had the McDonald's All-American jersey. I was that deep into it. Smoke, you remember?
I know facts.
Like, I wore the McDonald's, you like, who's James? And they were like, man, that's LeBron James. That boy coming out of high school, that boy nice. I bought that from Urban Trends. Real talk. So I was on LeBron before he was even a household name, right? And I was on LeBron heavy. So with that being said, I was on LeBron with the East. KD was on the West. KD came, him and Ray Allen went to Boston, and they started dominating the East. If they never came, LeBron would have been dominating the East. LeBron would have been dominating. Huh?
You talking about Kevin Garnett?
No, he meant KG.
Oh,
I
thought you said KD.
No, but he meant KG.
Yeah, I meant KG. When KG came to Boston, him and Ray Allen, their whole thing was Paul Pierce couldn't beat LeBron. He's seen it happening. Everybody's seen it happening. The only way to defeat this cat was to make sure we stop him, right? So whenever LeBron went to Miami, a lot of people put this past him and put that on him and say that LeBron did this and this, that created the super team. He only did that because he recognized the game before he was too deep in it. I'm not going to be able to beat Boston all these years. So I'm going to make my own super team, which was a team that Miami wasn't even deep in the playoffs. Right? They came together. They celebrated harder for them beating Boston before they even went to Dallas and made it to the finals. They whole thing was beating Boston. So they beat that. So LeBron made that team, right? That's not the same thing when Kevin Durant went to the Warriors. It's a whole nother thing. And we can get to that if y'all want to. But LeBron went to Miami. He made that team fire. They went to the finals. They lost against Dallas. The boys won back-to-back, right? The thing with AD, and people try to say LeBron did that, AD wasn't going to leave New Orleans if New Orleans couldn't keep, if New Orleans couldn't keep Boogie. If they would have kept Boogie, AD wasn't leaving. They couldn't acquire Boogie. They didn't want to give that man the money to stay. If they would have kept Boogie, AD wasn't leaving New Orleans.
What money
AD wasn't
they were
going to leave.
supposed to give him? Because last time I checked, they had 2 years for $40 million on the table for DeMarcus Cousins, and that's coming off of Achilles injury.
Hey, but he didn't want to take. He didn't want it.
But if you see,
he wanted a ring. He wanted a ring. That's what the ring.
If you see the fuckery, if you see the fuckery before everybody else see the fuckery, I'm not gonna stay here and fight it with what y'all got. We know we're not gonna keep the same roster. I'm gonna go where I'm guaranteed a ring. He didn't win a ring. He didn't win a ring.
What fuckery though?
Fuckery meaning that we're not gonna be able to keep everybody that's on the roster.
And,
why not?
And my injury.
And don't forget who the trainers was. Don't forget that.
And my injury, and I'm gonna blame that on Cousins. My injury is not guaranteeing me my championship because he didn't put the faith in himself. So we can put that on Boogie too. Boogie looking at it like, I don't even know if I'm gonna recover from this whatever. I'm not gonna holler at my boy, let him know. I'm gonna roll out and I'm gonna go to the Warriors because they just won. I feel like I'm gonna win a ring with them.
And how much money he signed with the Warriors for?
No. I agree with you with that.
He wasn't looking at
money, but he was looking at it like
he wasn't looking at how much money he was going to get right now.
He was not confident. He wasn't confident.
If y'all
I'm gonna keep it on wait. Go ahead.
If y'all making the point that he left New Orleans because they didn't want to give him enough money, and New Orleans threw 40 million.
40 million.
They threw 40 million at him for 2 years. You go to the Warriors and sign for 1 year for $5 million.
So listen,
yeah, because he was going to try to get a big contract.
So you said that. So if you my dog, listen. If you my dog, I came there thinking that by me coming there, we running through it, right? Like I'm coming through there, and I was in New Orleans whenever before Boogers went there. Boogers was all in New Orleans. He was all downtown. I seen him in
parties and everything.
He was out here. I was in the same spot that Boogie was in, and I can tag my dog. We was in there. We was all in the fried chicken place. Boogie in there. Boogie in there. Before he was even signed with New Orleans, I said, oh yeah, that boy gonna sign with New Orleans because them all played together in college. But with that being said, if I don't have the confidence in myself, and I know if AD gonna drop the jewel, probably like, man, look, we're gonna win it. But if you're not healthy, we're not gonna win it, or we ain't even gonna make a run for it. I'm not staying here. I think Boogie shot out without telling AD. I'm gonna keep it 100. He probably shot out before telling AD that. But AD Pops told him when it came to the trade with him for going, he wasn't going to Boston to stand, so you know how Boston rock. If you're not staying here long term, we're not going to sign you for a year, 2 years, and try to convince you. They looked at how they treated Isaiah Thomas, and it was like, my son not going to play for Boston whenever Isaiah Thomas was supposed to get that check in Boston, and them people never treated him right. I'm not letting my son play for them. Look, I got my son right here, fire basketball player. He listened to me. So if I tell him now, you're not playing in Carrico this year, you're going to play in Youngsville. He running with Youngsville, no matter what the case is.
Yeah, go play with Brad Boy, huh, baby? Yeah.
Yeah, we playing with Brad. We're not going to go play with Carrico. But at the same time, you seen how they treated Isaiah Thomas. Man, that man put everything on the line for Isaiah. Isaiah Thomas put everything on the line for the people. They still got rid of that man and didn't give him a check. That man never been the same since. He deserved that check because he put that loyalty. You don't put that loyalty no more in the NBA. That's dead, right?
Bro, what y'all not understanding is when y'all have season-ending injuries, that's going to affect what kind of money you're going to get paid in your future, regardless of
what Isaiah Thomas never put that factor into, I'm going to play this with my heart out to show these people I'm down for you, they would have never made it far in the playoffs like they did with Isaiah Thomas.
But like this
if Isaiah Thomas would have said, I'm out. My sister died, my hip injured, I'm not playing. They're not making it that far. Then next year you get rid of that man and that man played through all that. You're not going to get no check.
But listen, Smoke just started off this talking about this is a business. So if this is a business, that means they gotta make a business move, not a personal or moral or move from a moral standpoint.
That's smoke perspective. That's my perspective.
AD going to LA was business. I'm telling y'all right now. I wish I would have been in the middle of that shit too. I wish I'd have been there. I wish I'd have been hanging with them niggas too. Fuck that. Fuck rap. Fuck rap.
Smoke perspective.
It takes too long anyway.
Boy, can I get a word in, man?
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Benoit, Conflict of Sport checking in. Man, y'all stay